Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of New Lenox Now. I'm Liz Schwenke and I'm here with Scoutmaster Dave Konopko from Scout Troop 49 right here in New Lenox, correct?
Very good, yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Tell me a little bit about the Scout program.
The Scout program is well over 100 years old, about
Wow.
107 years old now at this time. Boy Scouts takes young men as aged from 10 years old on and takes them through a program of training and achievements
And leadership.
and leadership programs. We promote all kinds of outdoor activities where the boys get to go camping. We're constantly
cool.
camping in different areas and going different places, experiences that they probably wouldn't have if they weren't in Boy Scouts.
And learning some camping safety like fire control and things like that. So.
Oh yeah, all that is part of our program. There's several ranks to go through it as the boy goes through the program, and that all safety and fire safety and all kinds of other programs that for not just safety but learning processes
Right.
that they go through in order to advance through their ranks and keep moving forward.
And hats off to the parents because they're the ones that have to make sure they get to all the meetings and they have to be very supportive of their scout.
Absolutely. Without the parents, we'd be dead in the water. The boys need transportation. We need people to take us places and pick us up and drop us off, and also to be merit badge counselors.
Oh.
And we need all kinds of guidance from adults. We have a committee that helps run the troop along with the Scoutmaster and assistant Scoutmasters.
Okay.
There's a whole tier of leadership.
Okay, so tell me the levels of scouting. What do you come in at, and then what's the highest you can achieve?
Well, you come into the scouting usually from Boy Scout or Cub Scouts.
Okay.
So after Cub Scouts, you'd come into a troop. You cross over from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts, and your first rank is actually Scout. It's an introduction to the term and to the troop members, and pretty easy to achieve. Well, we want to get the boys started off on something right away. The next rank would be Tenderfoot, where you learn a few more things and
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that one before.
Oh yeah,
Tenderfoot
is one of the biggest, one of the first steps that help you go on to to the rest of them. I mean, that Scout is something simple. Well, Tenderfoot actually has requirements for you to fulfill. Then you move on to second class and first class, then Star, Life, and the pinnacle would be Eagle rank.
Eagle. Okay, and they're not automatically grandfathered into the next step just because they're a certain age. They have to fulfill requirements?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Each rank has its own requirements. From learning first aid to earning merit badges, and there's time frames involved in each rank as well. Leadership positions that have to be held for a certain amount of time in order to move on to the next rank.
And about how many scouts are in Troop 49 and where do you meet? Do you have a sponsor or?
Right now we have our roster is at I believe 39 scouts, and yes, we meet at the VFW in New Lenox, post
95-45. I volunteer a lot there, so that's ingrained in my head.
Yeah, 95-45 is our charter sponsor. We belong to the Rainbow Council, which is now based out of Lockport, is where we have our brand new office over there.
Okay, and I think you have an upcoming event, an open house or something?
We have an open house on November 20th. We meet on Monday nights at the VFW.
And that's November 20th, 2017.
2017, and that's an open house for Cub Scouts that are going to be crossing over into Boy Scouts.
Okay.
To come and visit our troop, get to know us, because they can pick which troop that they'd like to join, and certainly we like to have as many as we can.
And like, how many can you accept? How many? What's the maximum? Or is there a maximum?
There's really no maximum. We usually each year we probably get about 8 to 10, sometimes 12. But that'd be a good amount of scouts to move forward, but we'll take as many that show that would like to join.
And then you probably lose some along the way. They decide they can't make the commitment or the meetings, but I think most of them probably stick it out. I know when I'm volunteering at the VFW on Monday nights, I see a lot of the same faces. Yes,
that is true. You can be in scouting and advance to Eagle, but you have to do it by the time you're 18 years old. So some boys age out and they may not be able to attain that rank. Other scouts, there's several reasons. They might move someplace else, or just don't have the time due to other commitments that they might have. But Troop 49 has 83 Eagle Scouts, and that is
that's a
astronomical number.
That's
that is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they can come to the open house. Is there a phone number or something that if they can't make it to the open house that they can call if they're interested?
Troop website, just look up Troop 49 and
in New Lenox.
In New Lenox, and you'll get to our website, and all of our information is right there on it.
Okay. Well, anything else you'd like the folks to know about the Scout Troop, or were you a Scout? You obviously have a lot of medals going on here.
Yes, yes, I was a Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout as well. I've received a few awards, but these pins here are something very interesting. These are mentor pins. So scouts that become Eagle have a chance at their Eagle Court of Honor to hand out pins to people that helped them along the way.
Well, thanks for joining me today. I certainly learned a lot, and I hope the people in New Lenox will support the Scouts. And we're coming right back, folks. We have a second guest. We have one of the Eagle Scouts actually here today to join us. See you in a few.
Pancakes, biscuits, sausage, and eggs. It's your typical pancake breakfast. However, this one might just save your life.
This is a way of, one, bringing our community into our house to show them where we live, and also something to give back to the community as a nice pancake breakfast, which people enjoy. At the same time, it generates added revenue for people that contribute to our cause to buy needed equipment, such as cardiac monitors, extrication equipment, various tools that we use on a daily basis.
But it's not the firefighters that are running the pancake breakfast events. There is a group that supports the firefighters and all the others that make up the Fire Protection District. That group is the New Lenox Fire Protection Foundation, and Tim Hartnell is the president.
Basically, we have a multifaceted role. Number one, our job is to build relationships and community with the community and the district that we serve. Secondly, is to provide equipment that quite honestly is not in the budget, that will not only help keep our folks out of harm's way as much as possible, but also help protect the people that we serve.
One of those people is New Lenox resident Ray Malmgrem. He's a regular here, but the fire department has come to his house too. Ray knows the value of great firefighters.
I can't say enough about them for the times that they've taken care of me. They were there. They were caring. They were friendly. Compassionate to almost to a fault, and it was great experience.
Still, Ray appreciates the opportunity to be in the firehouse.
Food was good, but fellowship I think was really good.
Young ones also enjoyed the experience. Young Adam stopped by.
What are you eating today?
Pancakes.
What else?
Eggs.
But he's not just here for the food.
You know a firefighter. Who do you know that's a firefighter?
Uncle Matt.
His sister Alexa also shared a thought on their uncle, the firefighter.
So I think he's very brave since he could go into houses with fires, and I'm way too scared and I'll just scream and run away.
And she too enjoyed her breakfast.
How was breakfast?
Awesome.
Yeah, what'd you have?
Pancakes, eggs, and sausage.
Did you eat all of it?
Yeah.
Tim appreciates seeing those younger kids stop by the firehouse. For the little ones, it's both fun and reassuring.
They're getting to see and be around firemen and fire trucks. What little kid doesn't want to be around a fire truck? So it's once again, we want the firehouse to be a welcoming place. We want it to be a place where if someone needs us, they don't hesitate to call. That's what we're here for.
And some older kids also come for the breakfast. They serve as volunteers.
We are the village of proud Americans, and this group of kids that we get from the high schools is awesome. These kids come, they serve free, they don't get paid. They come here with a smile on their face at 7:30 in the morning. So that's pretty impressive for any teenager to do. But what's also neat for me is they want to come back. They want to participate again.
There's also support from the local business community. They not only contribute, but allow the Pancakes to be pay as you wish.
These breakfasts are sponsored by businesses typically of the community. They come in and give us a sponsorship. They support the foundation. That's why this is a free will offering. If you have the ability to give, great. If you just need a good hot meal and fellowship, you're welcome. If you want to bring canned goods to the food pantry, that's fine as well.
And Deputy Chief Turner, well, he appreciates it all.
Some say that it takes a village or a community to raise a child. Well, it takes a community to have good fire protection.
It's a labor of love, and it's just a way to once again serve the community.
So if this were New Lenox Eats and I were Dave Smith, I'd say this is how New Lenox eats. However, as we've discovered, it's really not about the food. It's about the people and protecting the people. So I'll just say, this is how New Lenox protects. At the New Lenox Fire Protection District, Firehouse 1, I'm John Petrosky.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Liz Schwenke, and we're going to continue on with our show of Notice New Lenox Now. Our first guest today was Scoutmaster Dave Konopko, and now we are joined by quite handsome Eagle Scout Brett Hyink.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Welcome, welcome. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I am 18 years old, and I'm right now a senior at Lincoln Way West High School. And I'm looking forward to, I just recently got accepted to the University of Illinois Springfield, and I look forward to attending there next year.
And what will you study?
Political science and legal studies.
Cool, cool. Tell me a little bit about your process of being a scout. How old were you when you entered? Did you go through all the tenderfoot steps and all the things I learned earlier?
Well, I began as a scout, as Mr. Konopko said, and I was 10 years old when I crossed over. And over the years, I've developed new skills and learned different things that I probably wouldn't have learned if I wasn't in Scouts, such as camping techniques, fire building, fire safety, safety in general when you're around people. And it was a great experience. And going from one stage to the next, you just build on and you get really involved with scouting and learn the scouting experience.
And do you have any leadership roles at Lincoln Way? I mean, you seem to be a born leader.
Yeah, I'm right now in the National Honor Society, and I also participate in the Future Business Leaders of America.
Oh.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what we're here to talk about today specifically with you.
So today I came in because I created a project for my Eagle Scout service project, and it was a 9/11 memorial, and it was a 3-year process that I went through and undertook, and what we did was at first we had this big elaborate idea of trying to create this massive full-grade memorial with a huge stone with that was polished granite. But over the years we've had difficulties, and our first donor passed away that was going to donate the polished granite, so that kind of made us change our plans and views of what the project will look like. And it was, many pictures were drawn, and we finally got a concrete idea of what we wanted to do, and that became what the project is now, with just a stone, some benches, medallions in each of the 5 corners of a pentagon base. And I
think I have some pictures to hold up, so you continue talking about it, and I'll just hold up these pictures.
Yep, so all of this, the concrete was donated by Kuipers Brothers. Al Kuipers was one of the big contributors of this project. He helped me, he came on board thanks to, I heard word from a fellow scout adult, Mr. Bird, and he told me to contact him, and because of that I got to meet Al, and Al really helped me out with this project. And if you guys ever need any concrete work, Kuipers Brothers, perfect business.
Commercial. So I've never heard of this. So where is this magnificent memorial?
It's off of, I think it's Lincoln Highway. Okay. It's in a neighborhood called Liberty Square.
Okay.
And the park itself is called Freedom Park, and it's displayed right near the pond that they have there. And yeah.
Did you have any kind of ceremony out there or dedication?
Yes, on 9/11 we dedicated during the afternoon, and we had a ceremony. The park board president, Brian Fisher, came out and he helped out.
He's a friend?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He came out and he helped me present this memorial, and he said a few words, and I said a few words thanking all the donors for their various donations, and especially George Travnicek, who helped me out with this project for these past 3 years. And as I got a plaque from them just recently, and depicted in the picture here, we have what I call the big three, which were George Travnicek, Al Kuipers, and Nate Leininger, who was the guy that donated the stone for the memorial. And yeah, that was a fantastic ceremony. We after we presented, we had a closing ceremony, like it's tradition with scouting that we have a closing ceremony with flags and taking down of the flag. But since it was already up, that's how we had it there. And then my friend Jack Konopko, who is Mr. Konopko's son, he plays bugle for our and did taps. So it was just amazing.
Now there's a troop, and I don't know if it's Troop 49, who built some magnificent swings behind the VFW. Was that Troop 49, or was that another Boy Scout troop?
That was a different troop.
Okay, because my granddaughter loves to swing on those.
Everybody does.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it sounds like it's been a great experience for you.
Yes.
Like it's made you help be who you are, and that's really cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you'll go far.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like them to know about the Scout Troop or how to become an Eagle Scout? Again, contact the website, or
you can look at the website and join us on any of our fundraisers and things like that. But we're very big into community service. We're right now, as we speak, today we're handing out food bags along with a lot of people in the community of the New Lenox community. The food drive is huge, and the Girl Scouts are involved, high school kids are involved, and especially the Boy Scouts. So today we distribute all these bags throughout every neighborhood in New Lenox, and next week we'll pick them up on the 12th, bring them over to Lincoln Way West where they sort it all out and then deliver it to the food pantries.
Cool.
It's a very big undertaking.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
And thanks, New Lenox. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break and be back with yet another guest on New Lenox Now.
Hi, I'm Rich Orlowski here for NLC TV Channel 6, and I'm here with Princess Rapunzel at the library today. And Rapunzel, tell us what we're here for.
Today we have our Ghouls and Golf fundraiser going on at the library. We transformed the entire library into an 18-hole mini golf course. We have 9 holes on one floor, 9 holes on the other, and the last hole you shoot from the top of the stairs all the way to the bottom. It is awesome.
Now, have you ever made a hole-in-one from there?
I have not made a hole-in-one on the 18th hole, but I have made a hole-in-one on a different hole, and we do get hole-in-ones on the 18th hole before.
5 holes in one here. All right, that's great. Now, can you tell us a little bit, do you have any sponsors here or any gifts or any prizes here?
Yes, we have 17 sponsors for our holes. Each hole has a sponsor except for one. So next year, we need one more. Come on in. And at every hole, you get candy. So every kid comes in, plays some golf, gets some candy at each hole, and some of the holes even have extra special prizes as well.
Wow, candy at every hole. That's got to be great. Now, can you tell us how long has this been going on here at the library?
This is our 5th year doing Ghouls and Golf. So it keeps getting bigger and better every single year, and we just keep on doing it, and the community loves it.
It's great. I see a lot of kids here, and is there anything else you'd like to add about this?
We have raffles as well. You can purchase raffle tickets. We have awesome baskets, and raffle tickets are only $1 each, so you can't beat that. So we've got raffles, candy, mini golf, tons of fun. Pascal is even here to say hi to everybody. So come on out. It's been a great day, so make sure you don't miss it next year.
Okay, when do you have it? It's usually the Sunday before Halloween?
We try to do the Sunday before Halloween, and we try to keep it right in line with the Chamber of Commerce's Trunk or Treat event. So we try to follow up the same weekend as them. So keep an eye out right around Halloween, usually the weekend before.
All right, so look for Ghouls and Golf at the library the weekend before Halloween, and take your chance at the Ghouls and Golf, and you know, who knows what you might win.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for interviewing us. We've had such a great time today.
It is great. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Welcome back, New Lenox. This is the new show, New Lenox Now, and I'm here with my next guest, Linda Pascal. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we've known each other for a long time through the VFW and other things, work-related things. But tell me specifically and tell the folks why you're here today. What are we talking about today?
Okay, I'm the president of the auxiliary of the VFW. Previously, we had the men's auxiliary and the women's auxiliary, and then starting this year, it's now all one auxiliary. So through the auxiliary, you know, in the VFW, we do a lot of work and with volunteers helping with the deployed troops. Every year, we send out at least 100 packages to the deployed troops that I have a list of for Christmas. Every week we send out packages too, but especially at Christmas time we want to make sure that everyone who is in the platoons that we currently send packages to, it's like maybe one person and they distribute it to the men in the platoon, that everybody gets a care package.
Okay, so typically what goes in a care package?
Care package.
Are there male packages and female packages?
Well, I have had women that, you know, have been deployed over there, and then whoever the platoon person is that, you know, we send the main packages to, they'll let me know, and then, you know, we'll send special packages to the women, and then he'll distribute them when they get, you know, delivered in Afghanistan or Kuwait. But what goes in the packages is, you know, some of the stuff that we use ourselves daily, you know.
Okay.
Hygiene products, toothbrush, toothpaste. We have non-aerosol, so if you send shaving cream, you know, it can't be in the can. And then just like treats, you know, like there's stuff that we're used to, like, you know, candy. But I do have enough candy because I did have some schools purchase a lot of candy after Halloween.
But does it have to be like hard candy? Because wouldn't chocolate like melt?
Well, now, yeah, now we can send some chocolate, but like during the summer and all that, we have to send, you know, hard candy and that. But then like beef jerky, we can't send any pork items. Cookies, crackers, just the same type of, you know, treats that, you know, we like here, they enjoy too. And coffee, like instant coffee, but we can't send any containers that are glass.
Okay. So I've seen pictures up on the bulletin board at the VFW that you've put up because you volunteer there, I volunteer there, and they look really happy to get the packages.
Oh, they are very happy.
Yeah. And are they just people who are serving in the military from New Lenox, or is it Will County, or how far do you branch out?
I get different people in different areas. Like I have one man right now, his mom came to the VFW on Friday, and he's from Palis, and so then the family came, you know, so I could meet them. I do have 2 more men from New Lenox right now, and then, you know, just whatever, you know, then
okay.
People just give me their names, and then we send the packages out. But what's interesting, even though we send the package out to people that I'll never meet, I had one man that was from Texas,
wow.
and he sent us a beautiful, beautiful display. It's,
wow.
It's at the VFW. It's got the flags and his patches, and then we got accommodations, you know, from the Army about helping them. And that was, you know, I'll never meet him, you know, but it was really great, you know, that at the time that I could be in contact with them, that, you know, we had some sort of rapport.
So this is a package that everything gets put into, and how much does it cost to mail a package?
Just to mail the package, it's $17.45, and it goes from here
wow.
to California. So, I mean, that is expensive, but this is a special box that you could pick up at the post office, and then if you could, you know, pick them up and then fill them up and then, you know, bring them to the VFW, and then we could mail them out. Our next big mailing out is going to be on December 8th. So where I have a lot of people come help me, and we have to have a special day at the post office in order to process all this, because it is a lot of work and it's a lot of paperwork. So if people could, you know, get one of these boxes from the post office and then bring it to the VFW, we'll pay for the postage and send it out. But I mean, that is the most expensive thing also, is getting the items to go into the box. This year, you know, through CERT, we had, in ShareFest, we had 2 drives along with the food pantries, and it was
Okay.
And then we did get merchandise from there from, was there Jewel on Laraway, which we definitely appreciate having that.
How do people go about contributing money for Postage for the Troops? I know you have a table. I see you every Friday at the VFW during fish fries, and you're selling all these little munchkins and little, for inexpensive, but that all goes for money for the troops. Do you get those items donated by businesses? Or?
Sometimes I get the items donated, or just sometimes I have to buy them, and then, you know, then we try to resell them. But on our fish fry on Friday nights, you know, we were also on Chicago Best, which is, we have the greatest fish fry. And so then people, you know, after you get to talk to people, you know, then they know what you're doing, and then they, you know, can contribute, or they offer to help. But, you know, not just our members we have helping. We also have a lot of people in the community that help. They come, all my stuff right now, unfortunately, is in my garage. I have a 2.5 car garage, but luckily the car can barely fit in there now, which is great since we're getting donations. But, you know, then they come to my house and they help me. I have wonderful neighbors that help me, you know, pack the packages and that.
I know a lot of the men from what used to be the Men's Auxiliary help you and help you take them to the post office in their trucks and their vehicles. And so somebody wants to donate, but they don't come to the VFW. How do they get a hold of somebody? Do they call you personally, or they call the VFW and leave their name and number, and you can call them back and just say what they want?
Yeah, either way would be fine. Or they could just make a check out to the VFW Auxiliary, and then just put on their donation for the troops, because we have a special fund just for you know, the troops and that.
Okay.
So that's a good way of donating money too.
All right, anything else you'd like the folks to know about Postage for the Troops?
No, just that, you know, they're very, very appreciative when they, you know, receive stuff. I remember years ago, my husband was in Vietnam, you had to get letters now and then, but now it's great is that, you know, they can text you or email you, which is really nice to get, you know, correspondence from them, to know that they really are there and they really do appreciate everything that we do for them.
Well, thanks for all you do. I know I see
you
you
volunteer.
I say this volunteering's overrated. I say that all the time, but it makes you feel good, and you know you're doing something worthwhile. So thanks for coming today.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, New Lenox. We'll see you around town.